Blackstone Audio presents Death Canyon, a Jake Trent novel by David Riley Bertsch. This book is read by Peter Berkrot. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. One early summer evening, the valley was filled with a hushed rumbling. At first, only the wildlife and household pets took notice. It was something almost magnetic, an ethereal reverberation that didn't easily fit into any one sensory category. The elk and bison perceived it at the base of their skulls, where their spinal cords met their brains. Their ears perked up in unspoken unison as they looked at the other animals in their herds. A threat, but what kind of threat? Their oversized binocular eyes scanned the tree lines and hillsides for predators. Nothing. When the earth moved beneath them again, the shiver was no longer a delicate static. It morphed toward the realm of the physical, corporeal. Pebbles jumped about on the earth like dry corn dumped into a scorching hot pan. Its intensity increased rapidly, almost exponentially. The mammals stamped their feet, their eyes still wandering to find the source of the tumult. The tremors amplified so that humans could detect them too, and people in town stopped what they were doing, alarmed. They braced themselves for a full-blown quake, eyeing door jambs and safe spots. Then it stopped. The valley was still again. The herds resumed their evening grazing. The townspeople resumed their shopping, headed out to dinner, or went back to work. But the phenomenon repeated itself the next morning, and again a few days later, over and over, until the frequency of small tremors called the regional newspapers to attention. The headline in the Daily read, "Quakes felt from Bend, Oregon to Cedar Breaks, Utah." Taproom and restaurant conversations convulsed with speculation. Could this really be it? Quakes weren't unheard of here, but not like this. Everyone, even regional scientists and universities, began taking notice. 23 occurrences in 9 days. Are we due for the big one? Snake River Canyon, Jackson Hole, 1 month later. What the hell was that? The first man asked. His companion shook his head. Another quake, maybe. Once the men were sure their friend was dead, they rigged a ratty climbing rope loose around his ankles so they could pull it off him when they were done. They had no choice but to burn the rope. If someone found it near the body, their plan would fail. Straining in the dark, they lowered the corpse from the cliff top down to the rapids below. It wasn't easy detecting when the lifeless body hit. They couldn't see more than a few feet ahead.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?